The United States stands tall as a global superpower, a land celebrated for innovation, wealth, and opportunity. But scratch beneath this shining surface, and you'll uncover a reality that feels worlds apart. A crisis is unfolding right before our eyes, in the streets of America's most iconic cities. It's not about politics or policy alone. It's about people, stories, and a growing divide between those who thrive and those barely surviving. Let's embark on a journey to uncover the truth behind homelessness in America, starting with number 10, San Francisco. San Francisco, a city synonymous with innovation and breathtaking landmarks like the Golden Gate Bridge. It's home to Silicon Valley, where billionaires are minted and groundbreaking ideas take shape. But amidst the glamour lies a chilling paradox. Over 7,000 people in San Francisco live without shelter, on streets flanked by tech campuses worth billions. The city's staggering cost of living isn't just a statistic, it's a trap. Skyrocketing property values and rents have created a housing market that locks out the middle class and devastates the most vulnerable. In a place known for dreaming big, thousands find themselves forced to sleep in tents under freeways. What does it say about a city when wealth and opportunity push so many into the margins? 9. Sacramento. Just a couple of hours away, Sacramento, California's capital, paints a different yet equally troubling picture. Known for its rich history and natural beauty, Sacramento seems more affordable compared to its flashy neighbors like San Francisco or Los Angeles. But affordable doesn't mean immune. With a homeless population nearing 9,300, Sacramento faces its own housing crisis. The root? A severe shortage of available homes. Families, seniors, and even young people are finding fewer options to keep a roof over their heads. As rents creep higher, wages fail to keep pace, leaving more people without answers or homes. Is Sacramento's affordability a myth when even a modest income can't buy stability? 8. Phoenix. Arizona's desert jewel, Phoenix, boasts sprawling landscapes and sunny skies. It's a tourist hotspot and a retirement dream. But beneath its postcard-perfect image lies a dark reality. Over 9,600 people in Phoenix are homeless. The housing shortage has reached a critical point, with rents soaring faster than wages. But there's an additional shadow over the city: the opioid crisis. Fentanyl, a potent synthetic drug, has devastated communities. Every day, 5 lives are lost to opioid overdoses in Arizona, compounding the struggles of those already living on the edge. In a city where so many come to find warmth and escape, how did it become so cold and unforgiving for the most vulnerable? 7. Oakland. Across the San Francisco Bay, Oakland is a city of contrasts. Renowned for its cultural diversity, creativity, and bustling port, it's also grappling with one of the nation's worst homelessness crises. Nearly 9,800 people call Oakland streets home. The city's housing market mirrors the rest of the Bay Area, with soaring prices pushing residents into poverty. Wealthy neighborhoods like Piedmont display manicured lawns and luxury homes, while East Oakland's sidewalks host rows of tents and RVs. The divide is jarring, visible proof of a city pulled apart by inequality. When property managers say potential renters are shocked by the sight of encampments, what does that say about Oakland's priorities? And what hope exists for those caught in the divide? 6. San Jose. San Jose, the beating heart of Silicon Valley. Tech giants like Apple, Google, and Facebook built their empires here, creating fortunes unimaginable to most. But even here, under the glow of endless innovation, thousands are left in the shadows. With nearly 10,000 homeless individuals, San Jose's streets reflect a crisis rooted in one brutal fact: the median home price here exceeds $1 million. Teachers, service workers, and even public employees find themselves priced out of the city they serve. The divide is stark. On one side, billionaires shaping the future. On the other, people struggling just to make it through the day. In a city that represents limitless potential, why are so many left with no place to call home? 5. Denver. Heading to the Rockies, Denver is famous for its breathtaking views and outdoor lifestyle. But beyond the snow-capped peaks lies a grim truth. Over 10,000 people are homeless in Denver, a number driven by Colorado's housing shortage. With a deficit of nearly 70,000 units, the state is in crisis. Rising rents and housing prices have left thousands out in the cold. The irony? Denver is known for its community spirit and innovation. But when it comes to addressing homelessness, the solutions feel as thin as the mountain air. Can a city known for resilience rise to meet this growing challenge? 4. San Diego. San Diego is a slice of paradise. Beaches, sunshine, and perfect weather draw millions of visitors each year. But beneath its idyllic exterior lies a growing crisis. San Diego's homeless population surpasses 10,200. The city's allure for retirees and tourists has driven up living costs, pushing long-term residents into poverty. Take the story of Tracy Bennett, a 54-year-old woman forced to live in a tent. For 7 years, Tracy has been shuffled from one sidewalk to another, her belongings packed and unpacked as city workers clear encampments. To her, these actions aren't solutions. They're a cruel reminder of how society chooses to ignore the root of the problem. What happens when paradise becomes unlivable for those who've called it home the longest? 3. Seattle. Seattle, the tech hub of the Pacific Northwest, is home to industry giants like Amazon and Microsoft. Its skyline is a symbol of progress, but its streets tell a different story. With over 14,000 homeless individuals, Seattle's crisis is one of the most alarming in the nation. Economic growth has widened the gap between rich and poor, with the tech boom driving up living costs. People like Kara Bernstein find themselves seeking shelter in places like the Jungle, a dangerous encampment under a highway. Despite its perils, Kara valued the sense of community it provided, a rare comfort in a city that often feels indifferent to its most vulnerable. What does it say about progress when it leaves so many behind? 2. Los Angeles, the city of angels. Los Angeles is synonymous with glitz, glamour, and dreams. But it's also home to over 71,000 homeless individuals, making it one of the epicenters of America's homelessness crisis. Skid Row, a neighborhood infamous for its concentration of homeless residents, is a stark reminder of the city's failings. While luxury mansions line the streets of Beverly Hills, makeshift shelters cling to the edges of industrial buildings. Gang violence and crime only worsen the struggle for survival. How does a city so rich in opportunity reconcile its image with the reality of tens of thousands living on its streets? 1. New York City. Finally, New York, the Big Apple. A city that never sleeps, but where over 88,000 people don't even have a bed to call their own. New York's shelters are overwhelmed. An influx of migrants, nearly 100,000 in the past year, has added strain to an already failing system. Outside intake centers, people sleep on sidewalks, waiting for a chance at temporary housing. In a city celebrated for its resilience, the cracks in its foundation are becoming impossible to ignore. Can New York continue to call itself the land of opportunity when so many are left out in the cold? The stories behind these numbers aren't just statistics. They're realities for thousands of men, women, and children across the United States. This crisis reveals a deep growing divide between wealth and poverty, between opportunity and struggle. It's a humanitarian issue that demands action. What's your take on these stories? Let's spark a conversation. Share your thoughts, like this video. And if you found this eye-opening, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more in-depth looks at the issues shaping our world. Together, we can bring these stories to light.